Okay, we are at Lexington, Nebraska. Lexington, Nebraska. Oh, there's still quite a few cars at Walmart. Last year, Tyson Foods announced that they would be closing their beef processing plant. I think it was like November or December they announced it, that in January of 2026 they would be closing this plant. And over 3,000 people in this town of, I don't know, 10 or 11,000, 3,000 people were being laid off. Up here on the right, the large building there that you can see, that is the plant. Very large facility. It was originally either Massey Ferguson or International Harvester is what it originally was before. They closed late 80s, early 90s, and then IBP bought the facility and opened her up for full-time production. You can see it's a pretty large place. Here it is, big empty parking lot. And so we're going to take a look here at the town and see if I can get the camera straightened out. Tyson Foods, Lexington facility. There's the parking lot to the right, completely empty. Sadly, all these folks lost their jobs. Lexington had a very lively Hispanic community. I know there were lots of homegrown businesses in their downtown district. See if there's anything left. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of homes for sale, according to Zillow and Realtor apps. Obviously there are quite a few, but not, there didn't really seem to be a mass exodus, a mass group of homes that went up for sale. This town actually looks still pretty lively. I probably said that already, but just I'm surprised. Here on the left is the old downtown. We're going to see if it's see if it's still kicking down there. Now, to be fair, today is Sunday, so it's not going to be as lively as if it were Monday afternoon. There's still some cars parked down here. Restaurant on the left. I'm pleasantly surprised. So there's one empty storefront. There's another one. I'm only seeing 2 so far. I'll be darned. Well, there you have it. I mean, looks like that little shop is closed. Here's the Dawson County Courthouse, or at least the original one. I think they built a big brand new place. Oh boy, probably early 2000s maybe. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've really come through here. So we are on North Grant Street. I think that said East 9th. This is East 10th. I know that Lexington schools expanded quite a bit over the last 35 years. I can't help but wonder, with a plant losing 3,000 people, is done to the school population. Well, it doesn't look that blighted. I guess I'm surprised. We're on 13th Street going east. This is Jefferson here on the right. Kind of in the northeast corner of town here. I guess the one home, if you call it home, the one residences I saw for sale was a apartment building. It was like a 1-story apartment building, had probably 15 or 20 units, something like that had popped up for sale. It's like 1.3 million or something like that. This Memorial Park on the east edge of town, swimming pool. You know, it still looks like a regular functioning town, even though a third of its residents lost their job. Here looks like a grade school, Pershing school. We'll go south. We're on North Monroe going south. I don't know, it kind of looks like, surprisingly, it's still business as usual here. I don't know if my commentary is helpful to anybody that's interested in watching this, but yeah. Still lots of homes that appear occupied, vehicles. I guess I kind of thought everybody would pack up and haul out of here, but I'm not really familiar with any other large employer in Lexington. Obviously, Tyson was a major employer. You know, and of course, social media is everybody blamed Trump, you know, thanks Trump and all this Stuff. I'm pretty sure President Trump's never been to Lexington or has any interest in it. Toro Tom's looks like it's still open. Yeah, still looks pretty alive. Got some road work here. New pedestrian bridge there on the left that they put up a few years ago. I guess it was several years ago, actually. Sometimes I forget it's 2026. Now we're over in the kind of western part of town. There's more, not really southwestern, because there are more homes to the south on the side of the tracks here on the left. We'll go up here and see where this goes. Yeah, everything still looks pretty solid. Well, that's where I want to go. I want to go left. Darn it. I do want to go left. Sorry about that. Guy behind me is like, what the hell are you doing? This is the other main drag through town. This is Adams Street, North Adams. I think this is the other drag through town. I've been to several of these Mexican restaurants. Great food. If you like Mexican food. That place still kicking. Toro Tom's was one of my favorites. Past that further back. Here on the left is the high school, Lexington High. Again, it expanded quite a bit. Late 90s, early 2000s. You know, families came here to work at the meat packing plant, raised their families, became a great part of this city. Bowling alley still there. I remember going to that bowling alley, boy, 35, 40 years ago. The Plum Creek Care Center looks pretty vacant. Well, life, yeah, I don't think there's anybody there. Lexington Daycare Building says for rent, the building. I'll imagine so. right here on the left. This is one of the newer additions to the town. New neighborhood. If I remember looking, there were still quite a few homes that were being built when Tyson announced their closure. I imagine these are some of these new constructions are probably going to be grabbed at a pretty good price here in a little while. I haven't heard anything on the future of the Tyson building itself. I'm sure there are assumptions that one company or another could come. About 10 years ago, the Cabela's Corporation was bought by Bass Pro, and Cabela's corporate headquarters were in Sidney, Nebraska. They had a very large building and completely empty. It sat empty for quite a while. I believe there's somebody in there now, but you know, it was a 5-story building, a couple hundred, maybe thousands of offices. Seemed like I remember some company was using it, but I don't think they were using it to its maximum potential. So yeah, so these are some newer homes out here. And we are now at the westernmost edge of Lexington. I don't see a street sign what this street is, but these are clearly new, if not brand new homes. For sale. I imagine the contractors that live and build here will probably not in a big hurry to start building more new homes, at least for now. Another house for sale. Yeah, I would imagine the upper echelon of Tyson. I'm sure they probably got their transfer orders. Well, the frontline workers were probably, well, they were just sent packing. So I believe we're going south we are on 20th Street. I think we're going south. Kind of got turned around. Yeah, it looks like, so in to wrap this up, it looks like Lexington is still alive and kicking, and that's it. Thanks for watching if you watch the whole thing.